What's going on, guys? This is Major Smokey with a brand new Clash of Clans video. And let me start right away to announce that this is my new family clan. Dutch Force is my main clan. They are brothers in arms with Michican Rose, CWL Rising clan. I believe last season they played a CWL Light and they turned up to the third place of the league. So for this week we have a friendly war because there was a buy for every week and the CWL All-Stars are doing their thing. And we got an arranged war against Chaos Hammer. Also the CWL League member, but Michigan Rose got a great war. They really struggled with the Town Hall 11 dips on the Town Hall 10s, but the 10 gameplay against the Town Hall 11 was amazing. I believe from the 5 Town Hall 11s we got 3 Town Hall 11s fresh to start with the Town Hall 10, and that gave us some advantage to use some other attacks in the war. It was a big matchup. It was on a 40 on 40 war with 5 Town Hall 11s, 15 Town Hall 10s and 29s. So I'm pumped about the video of today. We have some pretty cool stuff. I have a queen charge on the Town Hall 11 that takes almost 40% of the base. And I was really impressed about the 9 gameplay of this guys. Some different army composition with some drags, some hawks and a pretty strong Laloon. So yeah, I can't wait to show you guys some of these attacks. Number 19 in this war was a fresh attempt from a Town Hall 10 on a Town Hall 10. So also have that on the recap. And yes, that will bring us to the war stats of this war. And before we're gonna hop into the first attack, I wanna mention our Twitter account, Michican Rose. I will put a link in the description for you guys. You can see everything what's going on in the clan, and that will take us to the first attack of today. He will start with a suicide hero approach from the top of the base. The main goal is to get that air defenses and take off a little bit for the petting for the incoming drags later on in the raid. He will use that king ability to take out that archer tower and some trash buildings on the left side, and then he will start his air attack on the right side. First of all, he wanna drop some lava and some following loons to create a nice little petting and to lure out that enemy CC. But under a poison and so many drags on that CC, that will be no problem at all. That eagle artillery is activated and that can do some harm on that drags. But there is one thing the base builder didn't think of when he was designing this base. When you approach this base with drags, that queen will trigger all the drags and will lure them all to the middle of the base. And there standing is Town Hall, so that's all good. On the right side he will drop a baby drag and that will give him the loss percentage that it needed to get that 2 stars in the back. And that will get us to the next attack. This is gonna be a really impressive queen charge from the right side of the base. The queen will walk through the whole base to the left side and even to that eagle artillery on the end of the raid. So a pretty impressive queen charge over here. On the bottom side he will deploy his king and that will distract some defenses. So he have some time to deploy some wall breakers to open up that wall. And that king will take some trash buildings out of the way. That will lure that enemy CC with a golem and a loon. That is absolutely key that that queen will take out that golem because he has some minus in this raid. And when that golem survives, those minus are absolutely useless. So the queen is still going strong, getting straight to that enemy king and Eagle artillery. So now it's time to deploy some troops on the top of the base. He will deploy some Valkyries with some bowlers under a rage. They will go through that first wall, and that will create a nice padding for all that miners that will go to the middle of the base, to the town hall. And that will bring Wabi, a player from Dutch Force, the 2 stars to a town hall 11 with some good war percentage, over 60% on a town hall 11. He absolutely killed this base with a good, nice war plan, and that will bring us to the next attack, a town hall 10 on the town hall 10. Some good warplay in the beginning of the war. He will start on the bottom side with a queen push. He will take some trash buildings out of the way. On the left side he will drop some archers, and on the right side he will put a baby drag following up with some bowlers to getting out that archer tower on that corner. And he will drop a jump spell, and his king will get straight to that Inferno tower, that Wiz tower, and his main objective to get out that enemy queen. Amazing value of that king over here. And also his queen is still alive. She will go to the left, and they will break in with some wall breakers by that archer tower to get out another Inferno tower. And that will be amazing value to get out both Inferno towers and not even started the raid with some air troops. They will come in now from the right side, 2 lava hound with some loons following up with a haste spell to get their troops even much faster into the core of the base. Some air skellies give some troubles on the lava pups, but that haste spell will get all those loons through that base. Nothing is gonna stop this attack. He really smashed this base and taking good advantage of the weaker spot of this base, and have some luck with his kill squad and his queen to take both Inferno towers out in the beginning of the raid. But absolutely did a great job on this base, and that will bring us to the next attack, a Town Hall 9 against the Town Hall 9. He will start with a suicide hero approach from the left side. The main goal is here to take out that enemy queen. First his king will take out that elixir storage, and that gives the wall breaker some time to open up that wall on that corner with that archer tower. And then the enemy queen will step up in that compartment with his queen, and she will die. The queen will take out another archer tower, and then eventually she will die. And on the top side he start his air attack. Not the ideal padding, because that air sweeping was give that loose some hard time in the middle. But after a rage and I think a heal spell, that will be fine on that X-bow and that last Wiz tower and that archer tower on the end of the base. Many loons left. It's now only time for cleanup. I will get this a little bit faster. And even Swagger haste on the end of his raid. And that will bring us to the next 9-9 gameplay. One of my favorites attack of this war. And my man Cool Fantasy really takes advantage of this type of bases where there are 2 outside compartments where our air defense is in. He will take it out with a naked heroes approach, and when the last air defense is out of the way, he will drop his drags. They will go straight through the middle against that air sweeper, but under a rage the drags will go through. Then he will give them some life support. He will heal that dragons up, and they will go through that X-bow. On the left side he will drop a lava hound following up with a haste spell and loons. They will take out the whole left side, so there are no big threats anymore for the drags. He will heal them up in the middle, but he even have 2 skelly spells left for the end of this base. I will think he will use those skells on that last archer tower, because there are many high hit points buildings around that Archtower, here we go, and that will be the end of this raid. A really powerful attack when you use it on the right type of bases. And my man Cool Fantasy Name did an amazing job. A good war plan and an even better execution. Thank you, my man. And that will bring us to the next 9 to 9 gameplay. This will be the last attack of this video, but you know what they are saying, save the best for last. And that will give my man Crunch with this attack. It's a really nice wide approach, and I'm gonna tell you guys, this is a really difficult base to get. He will get his bowlers and his king queen in the middle of the base, and they will push through under a rage through the middle and even have a second jump. Look at that value that that kill squad have in the middle. All the defenses are distracted and the Hawks can take all defenses one by one, easily going through under a heal spell, and that will be no problem for this base. Even have the queen ability ready when it's needed, but he really smashed this base. So guys, this was it for now. Thank you for checking in with me, and support the Major on his way for elite gaming. I hope I do a good job for you guys. Smoke is out.